Welcome to This Is Important, a production of iHeartRadio, the show where we only talk about what is most obviously very crucially important. Today on This Is Important...
Definitely jerked off at the Workaholics office.
Do you guys know what PAWGS are? PAWG.
I remember sleeping at work, like taking long-ass bathroom breaks where you would just literally sleep on the toilet.
This is Gonzo Porno, and it's a good example of when not to cut.
Let's go. Perfect.
Oh,
Brought to you by 5-Hour Energy Drink Extra Strength.
5. Is it?
I don't think it is, but
Is that a sponsor? You want it to be.
but it is. Yeah, send me crates.
Did you you pound one before? Is this how you get up? Is this how you get the energy?
Is this how you get up?
Let's just say I had half of one.
babe.
Don't want to go
Nice.
too crazy.
Durs messes with those. I'm still I'm a classic man. I like the bull, baby. I still ride the bull
We
from time to time.
know.
He's a bull rider.
I like
He's
this
a
because
little matador. My boy's a little matador.
No, your go juice.
He's
No,
a little
Your-
rodeo
your,
clown.
your breath is bad. These you just shoot and like it goes down your throat before it can like coat your mouth.
Can I get that as on the soundboard? Hello.
your breath is
down your
bad.
It's only bad if you hate the smell of Red Bull.
If you drink Red Bull,
I like
Yeah.
it. I find it to be intriguing.
no.
And most people love Red Bull. So I would say most humans love the stink of Red Bull.
Red Bull? No, really? Most human? Like,
A Red Bull burp is like poison.
I like it when it spills on the counter. Like you have a party. You have a party, it spills
Okay,
on
I'm
the
with you.
counter.
Yeah. Wait, how big is the
For a
party?
few
How many
days,
people?
And then you're like,
Sure, yeah. What are we? Is this like a freaking get together, like a kickback?
ooh, what does that smell? And you're like, uh-oh, some crusty bull, baby.
Indoor, outdoor,
Or is
both.
this a rager?
is he frozen?
Oh shit! Damn, man.
Wow, perfect timing.
God damn
is
it!
cool.
Right out the gate.
I think he's frozen.
You froze again.
Adam, are you frozen?
Or
Adam.
the fucking Red Bull finally
it-
just
it was
cut
working
off all the
great.
synapses in his brain.
How big is the fucking party, man?
We gotta know, Blake. Hey, for the
on,
soundboard, when people freeze, can we get a Let It Go or something from Frozen? Whatever like running joke there was. I don't know.
Okay,
That's
I
a
like
good
that.
Just-
I'm Team Elsa, dude. I find her to be really freaking
He's
sick.
back.
Hello.
I'm don't know what's I apologize
Oh,
for my
God.
internet. I don't know, guys.
Still happening.
Are you okay?
Hey, I'm fine. I just got off. I did an hour Zoom meeting right before this, and it was fine the entire
Maybe
time. I
the-
get on, I talk with
So
you
they
guys.
didn't say anything to you, you know what I
Was
mean?
tossing
Maybe they
the-
just kind of let it freeze.
Maybe
Right at
you
the
were
start.
talking into the abyss and they just never called. They were just like, yeah, I think that counted as a meeting.
No, it wasn't one that I was doing a lot of talking. I was doing a lot of listening and going,
Right.
no, that
Less
is a good
bandwidth.
idea.
Less
Chunkster.
bandwidth. Now, chunking. You're eating your bandwidth. You're chunking.
Have you guys seen? Speaking of little drinks, have you guys seen this thing?
Whoa.
What
now,
the frickin' hell is that?
damn, son.
I mean,
where'd
I just
you
saw it at
find
the store. I don't really
that?
plan on drinking a lot of it, but it's
Is that concentrate?
you just squirt it into your water.
Yeah, explain it. This is
explain what it is.
audio
Explain what it-
media.
I feel like I just explained what it was. It's an Arizona iced tea, lemon flavor concentrate squirt, where you just have
It
a
is
glass
a
of water, you go-
concentrate.
and then you have lemonade or
How many-
iced
Lemon,
tea
hey?
with lemon flavor.
Fudge lemonade. Okay.
So you got the Arnold Palmer. That's an Arnold Palmer concentrate?
I mean, you could just be like,
Bro, that's cool.
Concentrate.
When I was, I think, like one summer when I started doing the paper route and I had a little bit of money, every day I would buy Arizona iced tea and a fucking Slim Jim, bro. And that was how I lived.
Can I ask something? Are Arizona iced teas, those huge cans, are they still 99 cents? Because they held on to that shit.
with inflation, you mean? I think so.
That's a great question.
How are they the only thing that never changed?
That's a great
Because
question.
they were overcharging for years.
Inflation, because it cost Yeah, because it cost a nickel to produce, so they just stuck to the 99.
That's just like an outdoor pool. Somewhere in Arizona, there's just this huge above-ground pool filled with tea that they just dump buckets in and fill aluminum cans. I don't know. People like it. Just pour sugar in it.
Dude, there's no way it's even from Arizona. It's just a cool title. It's made.
No, it's from Arizona.
Outside. It's made in like Sylmar, California, in like a giant vat.
Woodbury, New York. It's manufactured in Woodbury.
New York City.
Get a
those
rope.
commercials are
Get a rope.
Fuck.
Dude, you don't have any of those on the soundboard.
Fuck.
What is that? Is that paste?
What was that? Bullseye.
Or
Paste
paste
picante?
picante?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
paste
It was like some
picante.
cowboys sitting around fire talking about salsa or something.
It's time you switch brands. Dude, you gotta get some of those.
Dude, we had a lot of revelations about sounds we need to get for next week. It's gonna be the soundboard's gonna be fire, bro.
Is
Man.
it? Are you going to actually go back and get them?
He's gonna forget them all.
Yeah. Are you taking notes?
Well, I can write them down.
Okay.
He's
right.
not, but you're not though.
The revolutions.
Looking for the
You
pen like
could.
this. I love it. Just kind of where.
New York City.
Let me grab something. And he kind of scratch paper. I'll write them down. Okay.
Dude, you gotta get those, and then the A1 bold. It gets you here. It gets you right here.
What was that one?
It's when they came out with A1 bold. It was like a game changer.
What was A1 Bold?
I know
It's
Adam
a steak
knows.
sauce, obviously.
A1.
Speaking of,
Yeah, A1 bold.
Spicier
It's a
A1.
steak sauce. It was like a little
Bold.
spicier, but it also was just, it wasn't that. I remember my dad was way stoked on it. And then my mom,
your dad had a
we
fucking...
like went through it, and my dad's like, we got to get some more of that bowls, baby, yeah. And then my mom, I saw her like change it out with like a fake brand
Oh, shit.
that wasn't A1 or bold. And he never noticed, and he's like, "Oh yeah,
The bold
And you're
hits
like,
ya.
you have no idea.
it
You
in
have
a
no
bottle?
idea."
Oh, really?
Yeah, she would pour it in the
that's
bottle.
Kirkland.
She's like, "Don't
Yeah,
tell
that's
me."
weird.
Costco brand.
I wish he knew. I wish he was like, just like plate slam down. Like, this is not it. He knew.
Like, what is it, that Chris Farley, where they're like, you've
yeah.
been drinking this kind of coffee, and he's like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Excuse
Loses
me?
it.
Son of a bitch.
So funny.
Yeah, he loses his mind. Dude, well, what about like A1 sauce, Arizona iced tea? Both those, they haven't changed their, like, the aesthetic of their cans and bottles
Don't
for
need to.
years.
Yeah. You know who updated their shit, and I'm not happy about it, is
Okay, let's hear it.
Bullseye barbecue sauce.
Yeah, what did they always had, like, it was just the Chicago Bulls logo or what?
Kind of. Yeah, it was like a classic, just like bull.
I don't
I
fuck with
do.
Bullseye, to be honest.
I don't even
Bullseye.
remember
There was a-
Bullseye.
I think
What?
it was like a Kraft. It was made by Kraft. It was a big push in the early 90s, Blake.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Blake,
Kraft
yep.
barbecue
Blake.
sauce also sucked ass.
And now
These are
the-
two terrible
the-
sauces.
Kraft was okay.
No, Kraft was like bad ketchup.
Yeah, there's good people over there.
Yeah,
like
there's
bold
good people
ketchup.
at Kraft.
You know who changed the game?
Yeah, there's good people on both sides. Is that what you're saying, Kyle?
Both sides of the plate.
Let's go Brandon, bro.
How is that not on the board?
Dude, you know what? You know what changed the game was Sweet Baby Ray's. That shit is everywhere now.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic barbecue sauce.
I think
nice
they
and
did
thick.
did they get bought out and then kind of pushed?
It's probably Kraft.
Because you know, like when you think you discover something and then you're like, this is something, and then it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, like Kraft actually bought Sweet Baby Ray's is what
Probably.
you're thinking?
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Come
right?
on, nobody's gonna fucking take down
Yeah.
Kraft.
Yeah.
I think that's
Robert Kraft.
There's a fantastic one. What about the one from up here in the Bay? Isn't, what is it? Kinder's?
Mount Diablo
Kinder's.
sauce.
Big
Kinder's,
shout
baby.
out to Kinder's. Even though,
Kinder's is everywhere.
yes.
I know now it's gone. It's big. It's everywhere, but it was only here for fucking years.
I have super love for Kinder's now, but you know that used to be my rival when I used to work at Fritz's Meats in Concord. Shout
didn't know
out.
that.
For sure.
So what Kinder's I thought was like a little chocolate.
No, that's Kinder eggs, but
Yeah.
way to be on your
Oh,
This is
kids'
okay.
chocolates.
What is
brother.
Kinder?
From the Bay. Blake, you worked at a meat factory. That's right.
Well, it wasn't so much a factory as just a small mom and pop butcher shop, and it was one of the best jobs ever because you would get. It was also a little catering spot, so you could come away with some tri-tip and chicken, and all I needed was minimum wage because I'm coming home with tri-tip, baby.
Yeah, and during high school.
Okay, but did you have to like saw up a cow and shit? Because that to me would be super fun.
No. So I was never promoted. They asked me if I wanted to be promoted up to like start cutting meat and being an actual butcher,
yeah.
but I was just cleaning crew. So I was pretty much in charge of like cleaning the saws and like the beef buckets and the
gross.
So
grinders.
you just cleaned the. Ugh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Hey, can you get
dude.
that ground beef from out of that crevasse?
Dude, it would be well.
Well, I worked at a service deli, and that was my job too. I just like cleaned up after people, and it was just me climbing into a rotisserie chicken machine, that giant machine that just like twirls around 60 rotisserie chickens at a time, and just me climbing inside of it at
Like
night
Adam,
and scrubbing
Adam.
it. And I'm like, I'm getting paid $7.15 for
Adam's
this.
in there like a human terrier. Just
Yeah.
like they just send you in to fucking
Yeah.
get it out of there.
It's like a little bomb dog.
Well, it's like get all the burnt ends.
Totally, dude. And then, but how much weed did you smoke in the freezer? That was
yeah,
the best part of the gig, because we would go in the freezer and smoke weed and then come out sandwiches because obviously it's lunchtime, not a great time for us to go smoke weed in the freezer. And you come out and I'm making a sandwich for someone and I'm too stoned. And I remember they were like, you know, they're telling me like, no, that's not the kind of cheese. It comes with the Monterey Jack. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I sliced my finger open, the tip of my finger.
Whoopsie.
And it was the tip of my finger, and it's just like squirting. It's like a cartoon squirt of blood that's coming out. And I bleed all over this person's sandwich. And I'm too stoned, and I don't want them to like know that I'm bleeding. And I obviously there's blood.
Do not tell me you served
and
it.
I just start to like wrap it up like I'm going to give it to him, and the person's like, "What the fuck? You can't give me that sandwich." And it goes, and then I try to act like I wasn't bleeding. And I go, "Why?" And he goes, "There's blood everywhere."
There's ketchup in my sandwich.
And I go, "Is there? Is there?" And I go, "Oh,
This ain't Kraft Bullseye, brother.
oh, sorry about that,
Bon
sir."
appetit.
That's so wild that you would smoke weed in the freezer, because we did that too. We had a code word. We say, hey man, you want to go to Russia? And that meant go into the giant freezers, and you had to put these giant like fur coats on to go in there because they were massive walk-in freezers.
You looked like the guys from Spies Like Us.
Exactly. So we would just go in there.
I'd like having a code word that brings up more questions. Like if you're doing it in front of your boss, you're like, "Want to go to Russia?" And the
they're
boss is like,
smoking weed.
"What?"
Yeah, it's not like take
What are
out
you-
the
where are you
trash
going?
or like do the dishes or
Is this like
stock the
post
freezer.
9/11? They're like, we think he's a sleeper cell.
Yeah, they're like, wait a minute, we've got some terrorists working for us. Holy shit.
Oh my
It's as
God.
easy as
We used to, because I worked it was a grocery store. I worked at Pavilions.
Was that when you
And-
were a scab, by the way? Because you were
No,
a
I
scab.
wasn't. No, I
I
wasn't.
thought you were a scab at Pavilions. Yeah, you were, weren't
I
you?
wasn't a scab.
Oh, you were
No,
a
no, no, no.
picketer. My bad. I'm sorry to throw dirt on your name like that. That's fucked up.
I was the picketer. I'm sorry, dude. I'm a union member, and I was out there.
I got
with
my
the
take
signs.
back.
Are you sure,
And-
Adam?
Yes, and Zach
me write
and
that
Todd, my two roommates, were scabs. They were like, "How much can we get paid?" And I'm like, "It's like $15. They're paying these scabs like $15 an hour."
Oh yeah, it was it was an apartment divided.
And so my roommates, we rode in the same car to work, and I would go stand outside at a picket line, and then they would cross the picket line and go inside and
cool,
buy
bro.
groceries
So tight.
for like
And you're like, I'll see you in Russia,
for
right?
like double what we got paid to do the same work. Yeah.
That's
But you get it. You know, it's
But by the way, dude, striking for like when you're like 18, 19 years old and you're already getting paid minimum wage, so it's like it doesn't matter that much, and you still got paid for a few weeks because you paid into the union, was fucking awesome. Because all you did was smoke weed in a parking lot. We would drink 40s in my buddy's conversion van.
Nice.
And then just hacky sack, play frisbee in the parking lot, and hold a sign. I'm like, this is a good gig.
But all
know,
the
that's
like
so funny.
This is way better
45-year-old
than-
moms and dads that work
Yeah.
there are like, this
Yeah, it was
is-
sad
It's
for
touch
them.
and go
Yeah.
here.
Dude.
yeah.
Well, context is everything. You know.
Well,
You're like, Catch, do you want to get in on this cipher?
I mean that.
Hey, we're freestyle rapping over here.
Do you hack?
Yeah, dude, that was wild. When was that? That was like
Do you want to go to Russia?
It was pretty serious during like in California when was that? Like the 2000s. It was right when I moved to LA.
05?
It was the early 2000. It was like 2003 or 4.
04?
Yeah, it was before I moved out to LA. I was still down in Orange County. So it was 2003, and there was a huge strike with all the grocery store employees, and I just remember, like, for me, it was just like, okay, we're going on strike. The union tells us to go on strike. I'm just holding a sign. I'm 19 years old. I don't give a shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
They should get paid more. I don't know.
Right.
This is all above my head. And some guy just teed off on me, and
You're like, people will be looking at me?
Yeah, totally. I'm like, there will be a crowd.
Dude, you're showing up to war.
Some guy just teed off on me and was like, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, you don't deserve, you think you deserve $15 an hour to beg fucking groceries, you piece of shit. And I'm like, I don't think that. I don't know. I'm just holding a sign. I'm here to
Oof. Right.
I was like fine making that whatever $8 I was making. I'm just it's just they told me to go on strike. But people were so riled up. People get so riled, dude.
That's crazy.
I remember kind of not.
Dude,
I was like, 23 or something, and just going shopping for groceries on my own for kind of the first time as a young man. And they're like picketing, and I'm walking past it like, I don't know. I just need ice cream and some fucking Eggo waffles. Excuse me.
Arizona iced tea.
Exactly. Yeah, let me get a block of cheddar and some fucking Doritos.
I need a giant lasagna and
I need some Stouffer's,
Yeah,
bro.
I need some Stouffer's.
a couple of Hot Pockets.
But that grocery store,
duct tape.
This bro got his ass beat for frozen pizza.
that grocery store was dope. There's because it was Newport Coast, so there's all kinds of celebrities that would come in. And
really?
I remember,
For example,
Elizabeth Hurley was shopping there. And she exited out of very shagadelic, dude.
Wait,
very
Dazzle?
shagadelic.
I would never, ever have sex with you.
were you like, what's your favorite city in Texas? Austin.
Austin. She walked through the freezer section and then came right over to my section. Nipped out. I was on the moon, dude.
Oh my gosh. She
Nipped
had
out.
junglies.
Elizabeth Hurley.
But that was
like
like
a
her in
fembot.
Kingpin, right? That wasn't her in Kingpin. That was not her, right?
I was like, take me to Russia, and no one understood what I was talking about.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
right.
you used it wrong in this instance.
Right. I used to work down in Newport as well, dude. I worked at Vans, and fucking we had a celebrity sighting once. Dennis Rodman rolled up in his freaking
Well, he's a Newport legend.
The Elizabeth Hurley
legend.
of men.
Dude, so evidently the coolest people live there.
dude. I remember I had just finished like painting the curb outside, and he rolled up with his Hummer and just put his tire right on it.
That
bro.
can't be legal.
He put his tire right on it, dog. Just messed it up.
Yeah, what color were you painting the curb?
I think I was just repainting it because it was Vans, bro. It was Vans, so you skate outside and the curb would get kind of fucked. And I guess they wanted. I guess corporate probably wanted it painted because they couldn't.
Big
yeah,
corporate.
Vans was fucking going big at that point, so they're like, we can't have evidence of skateboarding in our parking lot.
Vans is a wild ass company. They've gone now they've gone nuclear, but
Take 5 minutes. Go for it.
I mean,
Dude, they have the
Talk
biggest.
to us about how
You wanna
wild
talk about
it
Van
is.
biggest
Doren?
fucking
Go after 'em.
collabs. They have the biggest fucking collaborations like out there. It's like Vans and fucking Disney and stuff.
yeah,
it's like,
no.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
what?
Are they? I feel like Nike might have bigger collaborations, but
I said like the biggest. I didn't say
You can't get much
specifically. But
bigger.
yeah, I hear you. I definitely hear you. But they're big.
that is true. You did.
Yeah, that's allegedly the biggest.
I got my take back. Let me write down that take back.
Vans
no
rocks.
pen inside.
Okay, let's search for some scratch paper.
No, but do you remember?
Did you
did you
smoke
ever?
weed anywhere at that store, Kyle? Did you smoke weed at work?
Come
Oh,
on.
always,
For
dude.
day.
Yeah, in the back because there was actually like a little annex. You had to stock shoes up top, so you'd go up the back and stock the shoes in the back stock, and that's where you
In
rip it up.
Russia.
Yeah, it wasn't as cold as Russia, but we used to like call it like the forest.
And
Shuberia.
Franks.
Yeah, we say you want to go to like the forest.
No, you didn't.
And be like, yeah. No, I didn't say that. It's just I used to manage that store, so it was like
You managed?
You
So
were
you
the
had the keys?
manager. That's right. How did that happen?
I was the third key. There was 2 keys above me, but I was the third
But
key.
like you opened up in the morning or something? Or
Yes,
what?
sir. I opened up, I counted the dough, I counted the inventory,
Dude,
and I said, we're open.
Wait, you counted inventory
having
every
a
morning?
key.
Yeah. Well, not every morning, but you do count it.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because I opened up at Lacoste and they were like, just be awake. Couldn't do it. But I definitely didn't have to do anything.
You had a key to Lacoste?
Yeah, I opened up because they. I don't know.
shit.
But probably it's because it's the worst job.
Dude, the fact that they gave any of us keys, like, because the Improv, I worked at the Hollywood Improv Comedy Club. They gave me a key too, and I'm like, when they're giving it to me, they're like, "This is a big responsibility. Like, this is the key to everything."
Right.
And I'm like, like in my head, I'm saying thank you, and I'm gonna be responsible. But in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna
Open
abuse
bar.
like without a doubt, I'm gonna abuse.
Well,
this.
also, you guys-
I mean, I wasn't getting drunk. I was opening at 10 a.m. and like answering calls, so I'm not gonna get drunk during the day.
Right.
And it's like a place that I want to, be
Sleep on the
invited
weekend.
back for the rest of my life.
Use as an
But I would go
apartment.
and just make myself breakfast and lunch every day. Even days I'm not working, I would just come, open the club up, and then go make myself breakfast.
Oh my
And
God.
then leave.
I think for all of you guys in getting the keys, you guys are opening the store. It's the job nobody wants to do. Those fucking early hours when there's no customers, like what's the
that
damage
was
you
the
could do besides
best.
make some eggs or whatever? Or
So that was the best, dude, because like you didn't have to do a damn thing.
Yeah, just drink the bar is what you could do.
We were so hungover coming in there, and it was just, or I was so hungover going in. You didn't want shit to do at that point. I was 19 or 20 years old.
And who's going to Vans on a weekday? In what time do you open? Like 10 a.m.
Exactly. Nobody was there. It would just be me until the next person came in, and then you're just fucking like, well, I counted the shoes.
Did you ever go like, what are you doing here at Vans on a weekend?
There's 2 of each still.
You ever call them out on that shit, man? About being at Vans on a weekend? Like, who does that?
Like, who is at Vans on the weekend, Rodman? Why are you pulling up here on the weekend, Dennis?
Well, Rodman was still awake. He had just got off set of double team.
He ain't know what day it was at all. He was like,
Yeah, that bro doesn't know what time, what day.
I remember I just wished he was wearing a Rodzilla shirt. I always thought when I met Rodman, he'd be
He
wearing
might
a
have been
Rodzilla
underneath.
shirt, like a
God.
NWO.
I love Dennis Rodman.
The one that you wore all the time.
I still have it. I still have it. Got it at Bash at the Beach.
God, that's a relic.
I see him kind of often in Newport. Every once in a while, I'll just and it's just like seeing, and he looks like a 6'7" lizard. He doesn't even look like a human being. He's just like, you just like turn and all of a sudden it's just like giant lizard man.
Did people call him the worm? Is he the...
But
Yeah,
after
he
you
was the
see the
worm.
lizard once, you're like, there's the lizard.
Right.
Oh, it's the worm, bro.
There's the lizard. He just looks fucking bizarre. It's pretty
That guy looks like a lizard or like not a worm.
pretty off-putting.
Ruins my day.
Not a worm, more of a lizard. He's more scaly than he used to be.
It's weird.
He's a little
They call him a
scaly
worm,
now.
but it's like, I don't know.
Dude,
I had
Did you
a
guys ever rock any
job.
Von Dutch?
wait a
None of us rocked
minute.
He's the
Von
guy.
Dutch, did they?
He's the guy.
Wait, hold on, Durs. What'd you say? What did you just say?
I said I had a job, and then
Oh.
And
somebody
was it at
started talking about Von
Dutch?
Dutch, and I was like, cool, Von Dutch.
Sorry, I just watched a Von Dutch documentary.
I don't want to...
Yeah,
so
no, it's super
evidently,
sick,
like the
right?
guy like killed people. It's like crazy. The story is fucking insane. And I don't think any of our crew really rocked. I think they were too expensive for us at the time.
You know what I rocked?
Also, they were horrible.
In the early 2000s, we're like, oh, that's a $40 hat.
You know what I rocked?
Yeah,
They're horrible.
and they
Zipper.
sucked.
Remember Von Zipper sunglasses?
That's fine. The sunglasses, those are fine.
Yeah, dude.
They
Straight up
had
like
glass lenses, right? They were nice.
Ooh-wee. So, Durs, tell us about your sick ass job.
Oh, this job?
Durs, what were you saying?
Did you smoke weed? Did you smoke weed in it, dude?
I had a job. No, it was just about the opening. In college, I worked at Northwestern University in like the athletic facility thing.
Okay.
And they had like all these
Nice.
racquetball courts, but one of them was designated for like kids to play
Pickleball.
while their parents worked out, right?
Wasn't
Yeah,
existing.
it's a big. I'm really gonna bend it back to pickleball.
bend your dick.
No,
back.
but so I think I had to be there at 8 a.m, but always was out the night before. and I would just bike over there, get there at like 7:58, throw all the toys out of the closet into the racquetball place, go shower in the locker room, and then just roll back and find a parent like waiting there with their kid and be like, hey, what's up? Let's do this. Or I would just go lay down on like the play mat and sleep until like the door went and I'd sit up like, hey, good morning. I'd have a book on my chest.
Dude,
just the
so
best.
Tired.
And if nobody showed up, I could sleep for like another hour and a half.
Oh man, I remember sleeping at work, like taking long ass bathroom breaks where you would just literally sleep on the toilet. Just like didn't even go in there to use the restroom.
Would
just
you sit backwards and like your arms on the back of the toilet?
No, that's brilliant. Damn, I should have AC Slatered the toilet and took
What are you doing? Your face was on the bowl? What's going on, buddy?
Like
what? Oh, what is he? Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm on my knee.
You lean against, you lean against the stall, or how? Yeah, how do you do it?
No, I'm like falling asleep like an old security guard, just like sitting, with my chin in my chest.
You know, one time Kyle fell asleep on a pogo stick while setting a world record.
I heard that.
Yeah, I used to sleep against the side. Yeah.
Rumor has
sleep against the wall when I needed naps, bro. That was tough. But yeah, Guinness Book of World Records. Look it up, everybody. Look it up out there. Your boy holds the record.
Check it out.
Sick.
Now here's a question.
Von Dutch?
Did we?
Yeah, you want to talk Von Dutch?
Jerk off at work? I know we smoked weed at work, but did you ever?
Did anybody work at a church and jerk off?
At work? What's going on with Adam today?
Sorry, did I glitch?
Human chunking.
No, you said work, but yeah, you glitched.
Did I glitch? Did you guys jerk off at work, or this was a strict no jerk off, strictly?
Well, I mean, I was a
strictly dickly, bro.
By the way, it doesn't like strictly is always like you did. Okay, great, but what's the story?
Yeah.
Well, or was this strictly professional?
Well.
No, I don't think I ever did. I wanted to catch you guys. I don't think I did. I think all my jerk off stories were at TJ Maxx.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I did
under
at
my
work.
starter jacket.
At the Workaholics office?
Well,
the Workaholics office doesn't count. You had to have jerked off there.
What about the Workaholics house? The Workaholics house was technically our work for a little bit.
No, I definitely jerked off at the Workaholics office.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I jerked off at all Workaholics
Allegedly.
sets.
Allegedly, I definitely jerked off under my desk at the Workaholics office late nights.
Well, technically, you guys lived at the house, so...
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I...
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Definitely allegedly jerked off there.
Adam couldn't come unless he had a man knocking at his door in the morning.
Okay, but you guys are telling me
the butler.
Late nights, we're working late, you're in your office, no one's around, you didn't crank one down at the desk.
At the Workaholics?
At Workaholics
No, I
office.
did. Yes, I know I did.
Yeah, probably. I just imagine like a ghost taking the reins, you know what I mean?
It would not have been, I don't think it would have been late night for me. I was normally out of there.
It wouldn't have been for fun.
It was early morning, if anything, for me, because I used to open up that office all the time.
You used to open that office, you opened like vans, so it was it's
open
old habits, man. They die hard. You used to
before people get
was
in.
when I had
jerk
my
off into
time.
half cabs, dude. What the fuck?
And then it was just Night Owl.
It's the shoe, it's
Night
shoe
Owl,
goo, bro. Yeah.
Night Owl's he's leaving. You're just in the hallway cranking down.
You ever jack off with Night Owl?
You just walk around with your cock out.
Will you explain Night Owl?
Night Owl? Oh, Night Owl was our night assistant, our editorial assistant.
It goes Dennis Rodman, Night Owl. That's my legend ladder.
Let's also explain what a nighttime assistant for editing is.
Yeah, so a nighttime assistant basically takes the memory cards from what you shot on the day and downloads them and imports them into the editing software or the Avid. And they have the horrible job of doing that overnight so that the editors the next day can start to cut.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Night Owl was...
And it's not like labor intensive, right? You just have to kind of be there to get it done.
It's stressful, but it's not labor intensive because if you lose
there's
the
a
footage...
lot of downtime.
You're fucked. If you lose the footage, you're fucked. fucked.
You're fucked. You are fucked.
So basically, every
I'm thinking the same thing.
night assistant is just cranking down constantly, right?
Yeah.
All night.
You're
all
beating
night.
Oh yeah, dude. That was one of my first jobs.
You're constantly cranking down.
I was a night assistant, and I did have keys to that place as well. And yes, sir. There's some downtime, and that
The
was
keys were getting stroked.
yeah. I'm not even gonna say where I
Was
worked.
that when you were editing porno? Because that would lend itself to
No, I
cut to
was an
commercial.
assistant. I was an assistant editor at a trailer house. At a trailer house in Santa Monica who will remain unnamed. But yes.
How did we get back to this? Huh? How do we get back to this every week?
Back to porno?
So,
Well, this is just like, these are real questions. These are real questions that guys have for each other.
Yes. Sir.
yeah,
Hey, sorry.
we can't get away
Sorry
from it.
about
you
it.
want to peek behind?
Haunted
the
by
curtain?
it.
You want to
So,
look
yeah.
behind the curtain, brother? Here it is.
you guys want to know about
Behind the curtain?
Hollywood?
Yeah, a lot of downtime, baby.
This is what the boys talk about.
I told you about the time that came on. That exact thing came on when I was working when I was teaching at a school that will remain unnamed. But I used to have to plug in.
We all know.
I used to have to plug into the projector,
I mean, let's be honest. It's the greatest.
and I would plug in and just open it up.
It's
and
the greatest
one-
fear of teachers, right?
Dude, it fucking
Like,
has to be.
happened.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you put your laptop on, you got the projector going. You just pray to God above that you didn't leave a fucking porno tab open.
Right.
Oh God,
But it
so
happens,
embarrassing.
brother.
So embarrassing. It's like, well, all right, what's next?
All right.
Who did their homework?
Who did that?
Who did that?
When you were teaching there, you were also like their age, so they would get it. I feel like it would be weirder if you were like.
Yeah, Adam's right. You got to let it ride. Watch the whole clip.
You're right, dude. It's
They get
Yeah,
it.
they were.
just be like, you
Yes.
did this.
I think it's an easier pill to swallow. You if you're a swallow, if you're just to go like sorry, I'm also your age. Obviously, I'm cranking down.
Adam, you're taking so much time on a thing that you sweep to the side and you just move on. You're like, okay, so obviously we all saw that porno was on the computer.
You're like,
Let's talk about
I
this
do
for a
15
while.
minutes on it.
Humans have urges, okay? Raise your hand if you have an urge.
no, let's talk about it. Dude, this is an editing class.
Okay.
We don't give a fuck.
Now,
Do you guys know what
music-
PAWGS are? PAWG.
You know what? This is a good way to learn how to
Fat-ass
edit
white
porno
girl.
tapes.
Look, this is huge. The compression rate on this is what allows it to stream so well and crispy.
Yeah, you know what? Let's watch this scene. Let's watch the scene. Look at the cuts here.
Let's watch the editing. Okay.
This is a gonzo. This is
Okay.
gonzo porno, and it's a good example of when not to cut.
If
when
you're not familiar with blacks, you're about to be.
Hold it.
And actually, the editing here, watch the editing.
insert
Hold
shot.
it.
This cum shot was hours later.
Now, this is what we call a compilation.
It's
mini
just like a
clips cut
montage.
together.
It's
Now, porn.
it's really choppy.
This is
What
the
you gotta
most
do?
bang for your buck.
You lean into it, you just go, this is open on purpose. Today we're talking about montages. This is called a compilation version of montages. And I know what you're thinking. I got caught? Nope, this is on purpose. You just double down.
Nope, this is on purpose, and we are investigating how they cut
you
this
see-
film. Okay.
Well, that's right. And there is the
And
dean
yes.
of the school. Hold on one second. This is a secret
Yes.
class. Let's turn it off. Let's go
He's
back to
gonna
the
wanna
regular.
see this.
Secret.
Yeah, he does not. He
We've
does
got a minute of them
And-
all dancing in bikinis, and we cut to a minute of them disrobing. Now we got another minute.
Yes, and this is a very, very kinky clip. Yes? Yeah. I could have gone with something a little softcore. I went wildly, wildly hardcore. Gaping buttholes. Okay.
And I close that tab, and there's another one open.
And there's
How
another
many
one.
tabs? Who did the second tab?
Can anybody tell me how many lights that they're using to light this set here? 0. That's right. No lights.
Zero.
This
Right.
is more along the lines of the Dogma filmmakers of the
Gonzo.
1995.
Which segues to Lars von Trier.
Now,
Yes.
porno or art?
Speaking of dogma, this clip, this is Dogfart.com. Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Dogma 69. Wait,
Dogma 69.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time I was caught? I don't know. I might have told this story on the podcast. I'm not sure, but I was caught jerking off by my mom.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
give this details.
And I'm in the basement, and I'm a senior in high school, and you enter through my garage, and you go right into the basement. It's an old computer. It takes forever to like download or upload pornos via the Sublime directory, and there were so many pop-ups.
Right.
And so there's just like 100 pop-ups that pop up, and I
Is
hear
this
the garage door
the-
coming out, and I'm trying to
And this has been told.
and I'm trying to click. Out of it
Your
quickly.
sister.
I jump on the couch.
Right.
She comes in, and my mom looks at the computer, and she goes, "My mom's pretty chill," and she's like, "Jesus Christ,
You disgust me.
Sexy siblings.
yeah, you disgust me." Yes. And then I go
And why did
upstairs,
she say that?
and
What if Brittany had seen this?
Right.
I did.
Yeah.
I did tell it. I did tell it. All right.
It's
Well,
a
I'm glad we know.
classic.
It is a
'Cause
classic.
it was like hot brother on sister action, and it was two siblings fucking, which is a weird. It's a weird pop up. Why is that a pop up?
It really pisses me off. It doesn't
we
it piss you
talking
guys
about
off
this?
that like
Well,
that's
can we cut to commercial?
so
Yeah,
prevalent?
Well, but it's step, right? It's step.
Yes,
still, it's like,
yeah.
what-
But even still,
It
I mean,
just
I'm
makes-
not justifying it. I'm not justifying it. I'm just
you're
saying
allowed
it's,
to.
it's a.
it just
yeah. But even your steps, like sister or whatever,
Dude,
you're
hey.
like. You probably have been around them
Guys.
for most of your life, and now you want to fuck them? That's gross, dude.
Guys,
Yeah, it is
let's
fucked up.
not
It's
bury
not
the freaking headline here. You know what started it all.
What?
Do you guys remember the movie Clueless? The whole movie is about Paul Rudd being her stepbrother, and Alicia Silverstone wants to bone him.
no. He works at the dad's law firm.
No, they're step people together, brother and sister.
I
Siblings.
think
I don't think so.
I don't really remember that movie, but
Well, but you're forgetting the Brady Bunch.
That,
This
wait, what
happens
happened in
true.
that one?
We're all forgetting the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Don't you?
No.
Didn't the two?
we are that.
We were eased into this. Our generation was pointed this way by Hollywood. Let's go, Brandon. All
Wait,
right.
let's go, Brandon. We got. They were step, but then parents got divorced in Clueless.
And then they're like, can we hook up?
And then they're like, now we can.
Wait, but
Dude, that's
wait,
a
Paul
weird-ass
Rudd's character
storyline.
or the other guy?
Paul Rudd. She likes Paul Rudd because because remember they have like they kind of have a weird they have a weird little relationship where they jab at each other and then they get like they break up and they're like, so now can we date? And they're like,
No, I thought that he got fired from the law firm.
Well, the thing is how many years were they together? Like if it's over 3 years, I think that's a no. Like
You mean if
it's
they
a
were
quick
siblings
marriage
for
and
3
you guys
years?
are teenagers, yeah. If you're siblings for 3 years and you're teenagers and you kind of really don't even talk to each other, and then
Right.
3 years later you're like, okay, and then they get a divorce and you're like, okay, maybe, and there were sparks there, maybe,
Yeah.
that's still gross. But anything,
I'm sorry. Are we sure that it was Paul Rudd that was the stepbrother? It wasn't the other guy?
yes, no, it was Paul Rudd.
I'm pretty sure it was Paul
at the
Rudd
end
as
of the
the
movie.
Then why did he also work for the dad's law firm on top of that?
I don't remember that detail, sir.
Maybe he worked for his dad. Did he work for his dad?
don't
Is it his
remember
dad?
He worked for the eyebrow dude, the dad, who was like the cool eyebrow guy in like Blood Simple and all sorts of other movies.
Well,
Yeah.
in Brady Bunch, it was very, very
Okay.
apparent. Okay, it was clear that Marcia and Greg wanted to F, and I think.
Well,
they
yes,
did.
but that was like they were playing the comedy of that hard. Clueless is kind of like this, like you don't see it coming, and then at the end, it was like,
Right. You're busy rolling with your homies, right? Yeah.
yes,
Oh, fuck
you know,
yeah.
you're being swept up in this sick ass movie. It's
scared
Is
of the
what's her
freeway.
name still Let's Go Brandon? From the Kanye?
the most beautiful woman in the whole goddamn world.
Oh,
Stacey
Stacey
Dash.
Oh my God!
Is she still Let's Go
Stacey Da-
Brandon?
What a goddess!
I think she's a Let's Go
Oh
Brandon.
yeah, but she is just.
I think.
I'm.
She's the best.
There you go. Yep.
What is
She's
that?
the best.
What's that from? The little.
That's that very old viral clip of James Brown doing that interview.
Oh, cool.
Is that when he's like,
just-
"I look good, I smell good"? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like super on something, and he's about to go on tour, and they're like trying to talk to him about old allegations. He's just like, I feel good. Yeah.
Living in America.
No, that's the way.
He's
Just
the
move
best,
forward.
I wonder,
God. Just keep
did he
pushing.
smell good? Like, what do you think his cologne was? What do you
James
think he's
Brown?
rocking? Or nothing? No cologne.
Oh, I bet James Brown
No,
no,
He had cologne. He had a
so
scent.
much. He bathed in it.
Oh, yeah.
You don't think he
Sexy,
just was
baby.
like, my pheromones are on point? Because he was the ladies' man of an era.
You know, I actually don't feel I'm educated enough to
Yeah.
answer this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, just generally?
I think he
I did not graduate college.
Also, guys of that generation did wear a lot of cologne.
I don't understand the question.
I think he had his signature scent.
Axe body spray.
Yeah.
The shower in the can, baby.
Yeah.
The shower, that's clean. You just spray yourself with that. That's like a shower.
Remember when they would say, like, pits
That's
to...
like
what was
an
the thing?
alarm clock. Same era.
Pits to
Bub
hips or
rub.
whatever.
What was it?
Axe would be like, just go pits to hips. And you were like, that seems like
Yeah, pits to chesty. It was a
pits to chesty. Oh.
Double pits to chesty.
Which is
Adam,
like-
did you book that commercial?
Oh, double pits to chesty.
I definitely
thank you.
auditioned for it. There was a Axe body commercial.
I was in an Axe deodorant body spray commercial.
It was like
was that the commercial?
Yeah, it was like a motocross thing where the dude like goes off the ramp
No.
and then while he's like in air, he goes psst, psst,
I think he does a backflip.
double pits to chesty.
Yeah.
pits to chesty.
And I think-
no, I the one I did was in Vegas. I did a Vegas Axe deodorant body spray.
But that always kind of weirded me out because I don't spray my chest with deodorant. Do you guys spray your chest with deodorant?
Oh, when I was
Nobody does. They wanted you
No,
to
wait,
waste it so you had to buy
sir.
more.
yeah, they're like, get through this can as quickly as
Yeah.
possible.
Sir, I definitely back in the day in high school when
Okay,
I was
sir.
really
In the 90s.
when I was really worried about how I smell, I definitely did pit, and then hit it right on the chest with stick deodorant.
What? Yo, did you have like a outbreak on your chest?
No, I never had problems with like body
What were you doing? Like right guard?
Yeah, did your shirt weirdly like clump up and stick to you in like weird ways where it's like
Not where anybody mentioned it to me. I didn't.
I don't remember your shirt being.
Are you rocking gel or roll-on? Like, what
This-
kind of...
Also, was there like a
Thick.
weird stain right there? You know how like when you put deodorant on like too thick and then you put a
Yes.
t-shirt on and then it's like
Oh, do you guys remember the click
dealing
gel
with it.
deodorant?
Wet?
Like the click gel?
Yes.
It was like,
Oh, that shit was
and then he just
disgusting.
gobbed it on your shit.
That shit was disgusting.
I did that shit because it was new, and I'm like, let's go, let's go, Brandon.
Was it like
go,
right guard or
Brandon.
something? Or like Old Spice gel?
it was across the board. It was across the board.
It was across the board. It was just a new tech.
yeah, speed stick I think fucked with
a
that.
new-
Yeah.
I think right guard kicked it off though, Kyle. I think
Yeah. I was a right guard dude. I definitely
Wait.
did
I
that.
think you might be right with your deodorant.
Is that anything less is uncivilized?
I don't know if that's right guard.
That
Is that-
was freaking Hulk Hogan like painting a picture. And
Oh yeah, that commercial rocked.
What is that right guard? Anything
think
less
that was
would be
right guard.
uncivilized?
or by Menon.
Well, that's just a company that made a lot. It is right guard. We got that from.
Anything else?
It's
would
right
be
guard.
Uncivilized.
That's tight.
I remember, dude.
I did. I was brute for a little bit in high school.
Great smell.
Yeah,
Great smell.
and then I switched it to Old Spice because I think all the homies were rocking with Old Spice, and I'm like, okay, I will be a part of the gang.
I feel like Old Spice is just far and away the lead
crazy.
now, right?
But it also smells so
I feel
good.
my grandfather was an Old Spice guy, and then I became an Old Spice guy, and then I've stuck with it. I don't know if I've ever even fucked with anything
Yeah.
else.
Wait, what brand, have you ever gone into their like break off offshoot flavors like Swagger?
Dude, so yeah.
Oh
look,
yeah.
I don't go Swagger. I do go Sport or Pure Sport.
let me say something. They
ahead.
gotta bring this
When
back.
I want it to smell like Sport.
There was a scent called, I believe it's called Gridiron, that was off the chain. Swagger, I don't love. Pure Sport's okay.
No, it's all about fresh.
Of course.
Fresh to death.
OG to me is the one, but the Gridiron was out of hand. I was about to fuck myself.
Well, what even is that smell? What is like women smell like actual things? It's like lilac or it's like a flowers, and then we smell like Sport. or gridiron. Like, what is gridiron?
Oh yeah, what are the smells? What is it? Yeah, or like an island. We smell
I don't
like
know.
an
I
island?
wish I knew, but God, they got to bring it back.
Island boys. It's Old Spice. It's spices from the old world. They're spices that have been forgotten. Like you don't even know the scent anymore.
Yeah, but it was Old Spice gridiron.
Yeah.
Or so it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's old. You're right. It's some old spices they found that they're like,
Right.
I guess
Rub
people
it.
won't even know. People are using like just salt and pepper now. These are old spices.
That's what I use, salt and
We used
pepper.
to make our foods. Yeah.
I mean, best
For
commercials
deodorant.
These are like-
also.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around. Best commercials.
Yeah. I just pepper my pits.
They lean into the weird commercials.
Oh, but that was like a game changer.
Those are like Tim and Eric commercials, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, Tim and Eric killed the. I think it was Eric Wareheim directed them.
But even before those, where they would be like,
Yeah,
it was like bizarre.
What was it? What was before that one? Was
I'm
that
not telling you.
You're looking here. Now you're looking here. I'm on a horse.
I'm not telling you.
If you don't remember, I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Remember that guy? That guy came to our house, Blake.
What was it?
The Old Spice guy on the horse. Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about?
What's his name? Mufasa?
Manitar guy?
Right?
Yeah.
Something.
My friend used to date him. My friend CJ used to date him, and he came to one of our house parties.
Oh,
I think, yeah.
that would be cool if I just like lost my mind, super starstruck. I'm like, oh my god,
I guarantee
Minotaur.
it happens all the time. I want to say
That's
he
a
was
right
in
guard Minotaur,
It
dude.
or It Too also.
really? So he's still out here working?
Yeah, he's doing it, man. He was a
Were you in It Too? What do you mean he's still out here working? Bitch, he was in It Too.
That's fucking cool. I haven't kept tabs on dude. I know he's a freaking legend in the game.
well, he was at our house party, and you didn't even clock him, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
and now
now
you're
I'm
like,
pissed.
oh,
I
he's
must
still
have been-
working. Cute.
He's a 6'7".
I'm not saying cute, man. I'm
Adonis.
hyped for my boy.
You must have been eyeing
he's
that. You must have been eyeing that beer
Island
pong
boy.
table, just standing on the ledge of our house.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
bro, I was
You
probably
must have been-
drinking on some jungle juice, dude. It was sick, dude. Just a barrel of like a bunch of mixed drink. It was sick.
Well, Everclear.
No, this is when we lived in the dinosaur house. This is post Jungle Juice era.
Okay.
I remember when we used
Yeah,
to fuck
there
up
was-
Jungle Juice, and that was
Me too, in big-ass
that was
tubs,
a very
bro.
nasty.
We used to do it in garbage cans.
Yeah, in a garbage can.
I remember
we
very
would do it-
clearly.
We-
You were dressed as a
I'm-
treasure troll,
I
stirring jungle juice with a fucking 2x4.
I was dressed as a treasure troll. It was a
Just-
Halloween party. Yeah.
Toil and trouble. What would you stir it with? Like a plunger? Oh, that's
It
boss.
was.
With a 2x4.
Yeah. With a 2x4 that we like found outside. It was gross.
was
and also
dope. It's fucking dope.
only because I had been to frat houses and I had seen how they make jungle juice. And I'm like, yeah, it's just a ton of shit. We'll just do it like that. And then also our parties, there's only like 20 people there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like a frat. It wasn't like a frat party where there's like 200 people there to
Right.
drink this.
I know. It was terrible.
So there's like 15, 20 of
And then
oh
of
my
course
God.
you turn it into like a challenge. It's like we gotta finish
Yeah,
it.
we're like,
It's
we're finishing this.
Why?
Do you remember after that shit?
And it was just like every type of alcohol we possibly could.
Do you remember after that shit? Teddy, friend of the show, put the fucking shit into like jars, like Tupperware, and put it in the fridge and
He was
saved that
fermenting
shit.
it?
He
So
was
it'd be like a
saving
fine
it, and then
bunches?
yeah. So we took the jungle juice out of the trash can, put it in the fridge, and then that became the challenge for the next like fucking year. Like they were like in our
To drink
kitchen
it for the
fridge.
next year?
God.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was like,
just-
who wants to go after the jungle juice? Like,
How
let's do it.
bad? Does it go bad?
Breakfast JJ? No, it's pure alcohol.
I remember
Oh, no,
at
it's in the
that
fridge.
party. I remember at that party. I mixed
Sugar doesn't
two
work.
Monster Energy drinks mixed with vodka and beer bonged it.
Oh
And,
yeah. Oh yeah.
My heart almost exploded. I remember immediately, like upon the last gulp, was like, and that was the worst idea I've ever had in my life.
How fun was it to be around you after that?
Just my heart was like, it was like.
No, so scary.
That was my
So
heartbeat.
scary.
Just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna die. He's gonna die.
Just I'm like, oh, this is a funky beat.
You just turned into human jungle music.
Dude, it's terrible.
Are there any takebacks, apologies, giveaways? I would like to take back to ourselves, our 19, 20, 21-year-old selves for drinking that jungle juice. I feel like that was a poor decision, and we probably took. I wish there was like a little tracker. This is a good app.
Like a geo tracker
where you can like. No, where you just like kind of put in like what you're about to do, and then that shows you how much time that's going to take off your life.
I want my stats.
And you can go like, oh shit, this drinking this jungle juice will take like a week and a half off my life. Maybe that's not worth it.
It would be so sick to be able to
Or
to
maybe
show
it
each
is.
other an app and show
Would you do anything?
what, like change his lifestyle?
Or do you
My
think it
bro's
would be
still
like
gonna
now a
send it.
contest where it's like,
Yeah.
yo, that only took 5 years off your life? Watch this. I'm going to take 10 years.
Pussy, I'm gonna take 25.
Oh yeah, it gets spun.
That's what I'm saying. If we could walk up to each other and flash our app and show how many lifetime burritos we've ate, and then like just be like, yo, dude, I'm like 20 ahead of you right now.
Wait, what?
Blake,
Like a
do you have
lifetime
any
counter?
takebacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have. I wrote
sure.
something down, Adam. I'm sorry I called you a scab. I know you
thank
weren't. You were actually on
was
the
not.
picket lines, and you are a freaking soldier for that, dude. And I respect you.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
well
if
done,
I worked
well
there, I
done.
would have took you to Russia. It would have been sick
Yeah, we would have been going to Russia
several
dude.
times.
Russia.
Oh, we would have been living in Russia.
what is is it From Russia with Love? Is that a
From
Bond
Russia?
James
movie?
Bond movie.
From
Yeah,
Russia.
Russia.
That's
Trying to
one
think
of
of
them.
something fun to say, like From Russia with Blondes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna workshop that one.
From
Okay,
Russia
we're
with.
doing
next,
it.
next week.
Yes.
Next week,
Devine.
I'll work on that.
Do you want to go to Russia with nugs?
That's good. There it is.
Ow.
Kyle, you got any takebacks, giveaways, apologies?
Oh, dude, I do have take back. Last week I said I did not sign up for the pickleball tournament. I got an email. I guess I did sign up for the pickleball tournament. So I didn't pay. I didn't pay, so I thought that I didn't sign up. But then I got an email saying we've reserved the spot for you. And so I guess they signed it.
They recognize the name.
They reserved it without even paying, which I want to thank Monterey Pickleball
The-
Open.
Kyle Newacheck.
Yeah.
But that's
big
a
shout
take back
out.
from last time. Adam, you were off pod with some chunks and some internet ghosts.
I
but,
was, yeah. I
so-
was chunking too hard. That sucked.
Yeah.
just for those of our listeners that are
right.
following along to the saga of my pickleball.
That are really,
Wow.
just really hanging on, just going like, what? But what about the pickleball? Where is he with that? So
Exactly.
that's good. You're keeping
Exactly.
them up to date.
And that's what makes this another episode of
This
Important.
important.
Important.